Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel GSI PUC Mysuru. This is the third session of the sixth chapter, that is oscillators. In the last two sessions, we discussed about what is an oscillator and we derived an expression for the gain of a positive feedback oscillator. We saw the Barkhausens criteria, that is the two criteria of Barkhausens, and in the last session we saw one of the types of LC oscillators, that is Hartley oscillator. In this session we will be solving some more problems on Hartley oscillator and then we will move on to the next type of LC oscillators, that is Colpitts oscillator. So let us begin with the first problem of this session. The problem is, a Hartley oscillator circuit is to generate a frequency of 1200 kilohertz. So they have given a Hartley oscillator which generates a frequency of 1200 kilohertz, and if the capacitor in the feedback network has a value of 220 picofarad, a capacitor whose value is 220 picofarad is connected, and one of the inductor value is 20 microhenry. One of the inductor in the Hartley oscillator, we know they will be having two inductors which will be named as L1 and L2. Here they have given one of the inductor value which is equal to 20 microhenry. Calculate the value of the other inductor. You have to calculate the value of other inductor which is equal to L2. So here frequency was equal to 1200 kilohertz is given, capacitor whose value is 220 picofarad and inductor whose value is 20 microhenry is given. You have to calculate the other inductor which is equal to L2. We are having the formula F is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root LC, where L is equal to L1 plus L2. I know only one value, that is L1 is known, L2 you have to find out. So what shall we do is, let us retain the formula as it is. Let us first find out the L value, then we are going to substitute the value of L in this formula. We know L1, we can easily find out L2. So from this formula let us find out the L value first. Let us substitute these values what is given. Frequency is 1200 kilo, in the sense it is equal to 10 to the power of 3. It is equal to 1 divided by 2 into 3.14 into root of L into C value is given, which is equal to 220 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Pico stands for 10 to the power of minus 12. So now we will just cross multiply these 1200 into 2 into 3.14 gives me 7536, which is equal to 1 divided by root of L into 220 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Now we have to eliminate the square root. So what we can do is, we can square on both sides. Squaring on both sides, then this is 7536 into 10 to the power of 3. So squaring on both sides gives me 56791296 into 10 to the power of 6. How come I have written here it as 10 to the power of 6? 10 to the power of 3 whole square. So 3 into 2 is equal to 6, is equal to 1 divided by L into square root into whole square. The root gets cancelled. So L into 220 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So let us cross multiply this. L will be to the left hand side. So 1 divided by 56791296 into 10 to the power of 6 into 220 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So 10 power 6 gets cancelled with this 10 power minus 12, retaining 10 power minus 6. So let us multiply these two terms. I will be getting L is equal to 1 divided by 12494085120 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So 1 divided by this answer gives me L is equal to 0. followed by 10 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 is in the denominator. When it goes to the numerator, it is equal to 10 to the power of plus 6. Now, inductance value will always be in terms of 10 to the power of negative values. So, let us eliminate this first. In the last session itself I told you, if here I am having 10 to the power of 0, to the right of this I will be having 10 to the power of negative values, 10 power minus 2, 10 power minus 3. But here to the left of this 10 power positive values, 10 power 1, 10 power 2, 10 power 3, so on. If you are going to neglect this and consider only this part, it is nothing but 0 point followed by 10 zeros 8 into 10 to the power of 0. So, in order to cancel this, I have to get some term which is having 10 to the power of minus 6. So, 10 to the power of 0 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, 10 power minus 6 ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ I have to shift the point. Consider this itself as a point. Point ಇನ್ನ right side ಗೆ shift ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 10 to the power of negative values ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Point ಇನ್ನ left side ಗೆ shift ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 10 to the power of positive values ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So 10 to the power of minus 6 ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ I have to shift this to the right side to 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ಅಂದರೆ 0.4 zeros 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 into 10 to the power of 6. So, L is equal to this much. 10 power minus 6 and 10 to the power of plus 6 gets cancelled. So, I will be having this value 0.408 Henry. But here L1 is given in microhenry. So, let me convert even this into the microhenry itself. So, L is equal to now 0.00008 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು. That is nothing but it is in this particular position. Now, I have to convert this into 10 to the power of minus 6 ಅಂದರೆ again shift this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 80 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Henry. Why? Point is here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ point is at 10 to the power of 0. So, when you want to convert this into 10 to the power of minus 6, then you have to shift this point towards right 6 into 6 places. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ಇದೆ. ಪಕ್ಕನಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 0 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ then I will be getting 6 places. So, 80 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Henry, that is L is equal to 80 microhenry. Now, I got the value of L. L1 value is known, you have to find out L2 value. So, L is equal to L1 plus L2. L value is 80 microhenry, L1 value is 20 microhenry plus L2. So, L2 equals 80 minus 20 micro, which gives me L2 as 60 microhenry. So, this is the final answer where L2 value is equal to 60 microhenry. So, you have to be very much clear in shifting the points in these kinds of problems, that too in the oscillator chapters problem, where you are going to find the capacitance value or the inductance value. You have to make sure to write this 10 to the power of negative values or the positive values in a correct manner. Clear? That whatever you have converted from 10 to the power of minus 6 to 10 to the power of minus 3, that is micro to milli or milli to nano, nano to pico or pico to micro, etc., those values are correct. So, please try to understand this and shift the points accordingly, keeping this in your mind. Clear? Now, we will move on to the next problem. The next problem is, a Hartley oscillator oscillates at 54 kilohertz. Hertz is the unit of frequency. So, frequency is given whose value is equal to 54 kilohertz. The inductors used have inductance L1 is equal to 30 millihenry and L2 is equal to 60 millihenry. L1 is 30 millihenry and L2 is equal to 60 millihenry. Find the value of capacitance of the capacitor. So you have to find out the capacitance of the capacitor, that is you have to find out C. So as usual, F is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root LC, where L value is given as 54 into 10 to the power of 3 equals 1 divided by 2 pi into root of L value is L1 plus L2, where L1 value is 30 milli, L2 value is 60 milli. So total L is equal to 60 plus 30, which is equal to 90 millihenry. So substitute that 90 milli here, 90 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into C. Now let me multiply this 54 with 2 into 3.14. 54 into 2 into 3.14 gives me 339.12 into 10 to the power of 3, which is equal to 1 divided by root of 90 into 10 power minus 3 into C. So squaring on both sides, gives me 339.12 into 339.12 gives me 11500.237 into 10 to the power of 6 whole square. So 3 square and 3 into 2 is equal to 6 is equal to 1 divided by this square root gets cancelled with the whole square. So 90 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into C ಹಾಗೆ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. Now let us cross multiply this. So C is equal to 1 divided by 11500.237 into 90 gives me, let me write it here itself, 10350213.69 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of plus 6. So this 10 to the power of minus 3 gets cancelled with this retaining 10 to the power of plus 3. So 1 divided by this value gives me C is equal to 0 point followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 zeros, 9661 into 10 to the power of plus 3 is in the denominator. When it goes to the numerator, its value is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3. Now let me shift this point towards the right. So 10 power minus 3 is already there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 3 gives me 11. So illik shift madidre 96.61 into 10 to the power of minus 9 into 10 to the power of minus 6, because I have shifted this point towards the right 9 places. So 96.61 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power minus 9 gives me 96.6 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad, or C is equal to 96.61 into 10 to the power of minus 12 anna, let me write it as picofarad. So this is the final answer, that is 96.61 picofarad for this given problem where frequency and inductance values are given. You have to find out the value of C. Clear? Now we'll move on to the next problem of this Hartley oscillators. So this is the next problem where you have to calculate the frequency and feedback ratio of the circuit. Here they have not mentioned whether it is an Hartley oscillator or Colpitts oscillator. Looking into this particular diagram, that is the tank circuit of one of the oscillator circuit. So here we are having 2 inductors and 1 capacitor ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it is an Hartley oscillator. So the formula for the frequency of Hartley oscillator is F is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root LC, where L value is equal to L1 plus L2, where L1 is 6.8 millihenry and L2 is 1.2 millihenry. So 6.8 plus 1.2 gives me 8 millihenry. So let us substitute this 8 millihenry in this formula and calculate the frequency. 2 pi root of 8 milli, that is 8 into 10 to the power of minus 3, and the C value is given as 1000 pico, 1000 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So 1 divided by 2 into 3.14 root of, let us multiply this, 8000 into 10 to the power of minus 15. So, I cannot convert this 10 to the power of minus 15, that is I cannot take out this 10 to the power of minus 15 out of the square root. So, let me convert that into 10 to the power of minus 14. So, 2 into 3.14 into 10 to the power of minus 15, na 10 power minus 14 convert ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ 10 power 0 ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, 10 power minus 1, 10 power minus 2, 10 power 14 first ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 10 power minus 15 ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So if I want to convert 10 power minus 15 to 10 power minus 14, I have to shift the point towards the left to one place. So 8000.0 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. So point na one place shift ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ it is 800 into 10 to the power of minus 14. Now you have to take the root of 800, not the 8000. So f is equal to 1 divided by 2 into 3.14 into 800, root is 28.28 into 10 to the power of minus 7. So let us multiply this. So I will be getting f is equal to 1 divided by 177.59 into 10 power minus 7. So 1 divided by 177.59 gives me f is equal to 0.005630 into 10 to the power of plus 7. Minus 7 is in the denominator. When it goes to the numerator, its value is equal to 10 to the power of plus 7. So now f is equal to, shift the point towards the right. Let us shift this point to 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 56.3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 into 10 to the power of plus 7. 7 and minus 4 gives me f is equal to 56.3 into 10 to the power of 3 hertz, or f is equal to 56.3 kilohertz. So this is the formula, or this is the answer for the frequency of this particular circuit. Now feedback ratio is nothing but beta, which is given as beta is equal to L2 divided by L1. L2 value is how much? This is L1, this is L2. L2 value is 1.2 milli into 10 power minus 3. L1 value is 6.8 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So the feedback ratio beta will be equal to 0.176. You are not having any kind of unit for this. So beta value is 0.176. Clear? So problems are simple, but only thing is you must be knowing how to convert the 10 to the power of negative values and 10 to the power of positive values to other values. Clear? Now we will move on to the next topic of this chapter, that is Colpitts oscillator. So this Colpitts oscillator is one of the type of an LC oscillator in which the capacitor is used in order to give the feedback to the amplifier circuit. So the circuit for this again contains two parts. One is the amplifier, the other one is a tank circuit. So amplifier anta helidaga again we are going to use a transistor, that is a NPN transistor. Here it is an RFC, that is the radio frequency choke, R1, this is R2, RE, where a capacitor will be connected, which is called as CE, that is the bypass capacitor. Here we are having a coupling capacitor. This is given to positive power supply, that is plus VCC, and again here we will be having a coupling circuit through which we will be taking the output V0, but here we will be having the tank circuit where two capacitors and inductors are connected. This is C1, this is C2, and this is L. The feedback will be given back to the amplifier circuit. So this is a simple circuit what we are going to use in order to generate the oscillatory signals or the sustained oscillation. Here, since we are taking the output from the capacitor, it is called as the Colpitts oscillators, or we are giving the feedback from the capacitor to the amplifier circuit, hence it is called as Colpitts oscillator. Depending upon which component is used to connect some portion of the output back to the feedback amplifier. Accordingly, these LC oscillators where L and C, that is the inductors and the capacitors, are used, we are going to classify these LC oscillators as Hartley oscillators and Colpitts oscillators. Here again R1, R2 and RE are used to DC bias circuit. RFC is a radio frequency choke which acts as a short circuit for the DC. That is, it is used to isolate between the power supply and the collector current. C is nothing but the bypass capacitor and CC are nothing but the coupling capacitors. C1 and C2 and L forms the tank circuit, whereas this part forms a amplifier circuit. So in this tank circuit, C1 and C2 are connected in such a way that they are opposite in phase with each other. In this circuit, 180-degree phase shift will be provided by this amplifier circuit and the other 180-degree will be provided by the tank circuit. So totally there will be a phase shift of 360-degree, which is one of the important criteria in order to generate the sustained oscillations. As soon as the power supply is turned on, the collector current helps in charging the capacitors C1 and C2. Once the capacitors are charged to its fullest, they start discharging through the inductor and that electrostatic energy of this capacitor is getting converted into magnetic energy in the inductor. So this process of charging and discharging of the capacitors will keep on occurring, which helps in generating this sinusoidal signals or this oscillation, that is the sustained oscillation. The voltage from the capacitor C2 will be given back to the feedback circuit, whereas the output will be taken from the capacitor C1. And the formula to find out the frequency of this Colpitts oscillator is same as that of a Hartley oscillator, that is 1 divided by 2 pi root LC. But here we are having C1 and C2, which is grounded, in which the middle portion is grounded. So the C1 and C2 will be out of phase with each other always. So C value will be now equal to C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. As usual, the feedback ratio beta is equal to Vf divided by V0, where Vf is equal to I divided by XCL2. Why XCL2? XC2, because we are taking the feedback from the capacitor 2. So XC2, and here I divided by XC1. So I divided by omega C2 whole divided by I divided by omega C1. This I and omegas gets cancelled. So beta will be equal to C1 divided by C2. That is, the denominator of the denominator goes to the numerator. Hence beta, that is the feedback ratio, is equal to C1 by C2. We know that A beta must be equal to 1. If beta is equal to C1 by C2, in order to get the product as 1, A must be equal to C2 by C1. So A is equal to C2 by C1 and beta is equal to C1 by C2. If you are going to satisfy these parameters, then the second criteria of the Barkhausen will be satisfied, which helps us in generating the sustained oscillations. That is, it is very much important in order to satisfy the two criteria of Barkhausen's, that is the overall phase shift of the circuit must be equal to 0 degree or 360 degree, and the magnitude of the product of the open loop gain, that is A, and the feedback gain, that is beta, must be equal to unity, that is 1. So by doing this, we will be able to generate the sustained oscillations. Clear? Now let us see a simple problem on this Colpitts oscillator. The problem is, a transistor Colpitts oscillator has L is equal to 4 millihenry. L is equal to 4 millihenry. C1 equals 10 nanofarad and C2 is equal to 10 nanofarad. They have given two capacitor values whose values are same, 10 nanofarad, and C2 is also equal to 10 nanofarad. Determine the frequency of oscillations. So you have to find out the frequency, F you have to find out. So f is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root LC, where C value is equal to C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. So let us substitute the values of C1 and C2, then find out the total C such that we will be able to substitute that C value in this expression. So C1 is 10 nano, 10 into 10 to the power of minus 9 into 10 into 10 to the power of minus 9 divided by 10 plus 10 into 10 to the power of minus 9. I have written it in common. 10 power minus 9, 10 power minus 9 cancel agate. So it is equal to 100 into 10 to the power of minus 9 divided by 20. So let me simplify and write it. It is equal to 5 into 10 to the power of minus 9 farad. So C value is equal to 5 nanofarad. So let us substitute that value over here. F is equal to 1 divided by 2 into 3.14, root of L value is 4 into 10 power minus 3 into 5 into 10 to the power of minus 9, that is C is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 9. So 1 divided by 2 into 3.14 gives me 6.28, root of 5 fours are 20, 20 into 10 to the power of minus 12, minus 9 and minus 3 gives me 10 to the power of minus 12. So half of this gives me exact value, that is 6. So I need not shift any of these points. Root of 20 is equal to 1 divided by 6.28 into 4.472 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So 1 divided by 6.28 into 4.472 gives me 28.071 into 10 to the power of minus 6. This is equal to frequency. So F is equal to 1 divided by this answer, which gives me 0.0356 into 10 to the power of 6. 10 to the power of minus 6 is in the denominator. When it goes to the numerator, it is equal to 10 to the power of plus 6. So F is equal to, let me convert this 10 to the power of plus 3 to 10 to the power of plus 3, 10 to the power of plus 6 to 10 to the power of plus 3. So if I am going to shift this 3 points, 1, 2, 3, I will be getting 35.6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 10 to the power of 6. So F is equal to, this gets cancelled, so I will be left with 35.6 into 10 to the power of 3 hertz, or F is equal to 35.6 kilohertz. So this is the final answer for the frequency of this Colpitts oscillator, whose value is equal to 35.6 kilohertz, right? The problems are simple. Try to analyze whether the problem given is Colpitts oscillator or a Hartley oscillator. Sometimes it will be mentioned, or some other times it will be given in the form of a figure. Identify the diagram and use the correct formula accordingly. Clear? So now in this session we saw some of the problems on Hartley oscillator, and we saw what is a Colpitts oscillator. In the next session I will be coming with a new topic. Until then, take care. Bye bye.